So I have got to read this. This is a long tweet, I'm going to warn you, but this is from Philip Lowe, who used to be Elon Musk's business partner. In fact, they did an interview on Australia's 60 Minutes that you should check out if you can. And he starts, I have known Elon Musk at a deep level for 14 years, well before he was a household name. We used to text frequently. He would come by my birthday party and invite me to his parties. He would tell me everything about his women problems. As sons of highly accomplished men who married Venuses, were violent and lost fortunes, who were bullied in high school, we had a number of things in common most people cannot relate to. We would hang out together late in Los Angeles. He would visit my San Diego lab. He invested in my company. Elon is not a Nazi per se. He is something much better or worse, depending on how you look at it. It's a really good way to put it. Nazis believed that their entire race was above everything else. Elon believes he is above everyone else. He is. He used to think he worked on the most important problems. When I met him, he did not presume to be a technical person. He would be the first to admit that he lacked the expertise to understand certain data. Yeah. That happened later. Now he acts as if he's got all the solutions. Well, he kind of does now, doesn't he? So, now he did do an interview that you should check out in 60 Minutes. Just incredible. I will continue with what Philip Lowe says. This is important. I mean, this was in January. How did we miss this? I'm going to tell you part of the reason how, because he suppresses the algorithm on Twitter. And this is where this came from. All of his talk, I think it did, all of this talk about getting to Mars to maintain the light of consciousness or about free speech absolutism is actually BS. Elon knowingly feeds his people to manipulate them. Everything Elon does is about acquiring and consolidating power. That is why he likes the far-right parties, because they're easier to control, which is why Trump hijacked the Republican Party. Absolutely why. That is also why he gave himself $56 billion, which could have gone to the people actually doing the work and innovations he is taking credit for at Tesla. That's the pay package that was in the news and was highly controversial. It should go to the people doing the work and the innovations that he's taking credit for at Tesla. The reason he does not do patents is because he would not be listed as an inventor, as putting a fake inventor on a patent would kill it. And moreover, it would reveal the superstars behind the work. Good point. This guy's got the inside goods. His lust for power is also why he did XAI and Neuralink, to attempt to compete with OpenAI and NeuroVigil, respectively, despite being affiliated with them. Unlike Tesla and Twitter, he was unable to conquer those companies and tried to create rivals. I fired him with cause in December of 2021 when he tried to undermine NeuroVigil. No, it's his company. Elon did Nazi salutes. He did them for 5 main reasons. He was concerned that the Nazi wing of the MAGA movement, under the influence of Steve Bannon, would drive him away from Trump, which they wanted to do. They wanted to do that. That was great timing, because then they kind of fell in line behind him. Oh, I guess he's all right. Yeah, he did that. He's Sig Heil. I guess he's good. Wow, what a fucking douchebag. So they were trying to drive him away, somewhere in the Eisenhower Executive Office building rather than in the West Wing, which is where he wants to be. He was already feeling raw over the fact that Trump did not follow his recommendation for Treasury Secretary, and that the Senate also did not pick his first choice. He was upset that he had to go to Israel and Auschwitz to make up for agreeing with a Nazi sympathizer online, and wanted to reclaim his power, just like when he told advertisers to go fuck yourself. That has nothing to do with Asperger's. Well, we all know that. There are some Jews he actually hates. Sam Altman is amongst them. He enjoys a good thrill. Well, that was number 3. Number 4, he enjoys a good thrill and knew exactly what he was doing. Number 5, his narcissistic self was hoping the audience would reflect his abject gesture back to him, thereby showing complete control and dominion over it, and increasing his leverage over Trump. But that did not happen. Although they did applaud. And a lot of people have called out that audience because of it. Bottom line, Elon is not a Nazi, but he did give 2 Nazi salutes, which is completely unacceptable. I guess it's 5. Also, I did not share what he told me in confidence. I just happen to know him extremely well. The person, the aspirations, and the Musk mask. 6. I know who I am. I have no desire to be famous and give exceedingly few media interviews. I prefer to work in obscurity and let the work speak for itself. I'm certainly not envious and would definitely not want Elon's life, including living in a bubble and having to make one outlandish claim after another and manipulate the public, elections, and governments to shore up my stock and prevent the bubble from bursting. Unlike Elon, I'm an actual scientist and inventor, and I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not, like a fellow who got his BA in economy at 26 and all of a sudden pretending to be an expert in mechanical engineering, chemistry, rocket science, neuroscience, and AI, and keeping the people actually doing the work hidden and paying people to play online games in his name to appear smart and feed his so-called super genius personality cult. The imperator has no clothes, and he knows it. I'm so very disappointed in what happened to someone I had a lot of deep admiration for, and the first person to find out about my concerns and his behaviors was always him. I like this guy. 7. He is the one who betrayed a number of his friends, including Sergey. From Google. And given his actions, many other people who believed him and believed in him. I have no sympathy for this behavior, and at some point, he's still talking about this Heil. And at some point, after having repeatedly confronted it in private, I believe the ethical thing to do is speak out forcefully and unapologetically, whatever the risks may be, so as not to be part of the timid flock remaining silent while evil is being done, including propping up far-right governments around the world to deregulate his companies and become the first trillionaire and otherwise to rule the planet. I told you guys he wants to rule the fucking world. He knows Mars won't be terraformed in his lifetime, and he really wants his planet. No joke. No joke. Anyway, he says, ethics matter, people matter, the truth matters. I took down Descartes through Cambridge Declaration on Consciousness, and I am definitely not afraid of a so-called inventor whose greatest invention is his image. Woo! He's not finished. I will not be silent. You should not be either. I am a sovereign individual, and so are you. I stood up to bullies, and I'm stepping out of the dark to do it again. Stop working for him and being exploited by him. Sell your Tesla and dump your Tesla stock. Nikola Tesla was great, creative, a courageous man who led with ethics and by example, and he would not have wanted for his good name to have been used by him and would agree with my principled stance. Sign off X, which is boosting far-right propaganda, and of your Starlink as well. He is a complete cunt who doesn't give a shit about you, only about power. Just ask Reid Hoffman. He only wants to control, dominate, and use you. Don't let him, and cut him and his businesses out of you and your loved ones' lives entirely. Remember, he's a total miserable, self-loathing poser, and unless you are too, he will be much more afraid of you than you should ever be of him. He probably will come after me, and I'm completely fine with that. I am a self-made multi-billionaire with an armada of lawyers, literally. And most importantly, I know who I am and who I stand for. The people and their freedoms, whatever happens. He can send his dumb Proud Boys and Oath Keepers after me, and they will be butchered on sight. Either way, I would rather die with honor than live as a coward. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Oh, Elie Wiesel, Holocaust survival and Nobel Peace Laureate. Thank you, Philip Lowe. Thank you so much for that. Insightful and incredible look into who Elon Musk is, and more importantly, who he isn't. He wants everybody to think he's a genius. He doesn't know anything about engineering. He's taking credit for other people's work. He's always been doing it. He's a fraud. He's a poser. And he wants to take over the fucking world. I keep telling you guys. I don't know if you think I'm crazy, but here we are. Philip Lowe, check him out. And check out that interview that they did a long time ago together, him and Elon Musk, on 60 Minutes Australia. Thank you. And if you want, I'm going to start making content on YouTube. It's at Finister, capital F-I-N-N-I-S-T-E-R. And all caps, I am woke AF. Thank you. You guys have a great night and be careful out there. Be safe. Love you, Joe.